Hi everybody, it's Sandra from the Funky Pickle Thrifter. Today we are going to take a look at a couple of different auctions that I went to this week. So the first one I'm going to show you is almost exclusively jewelry. I didn't buy anything, but I did sell some things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each of the lots, why I didn't pay what the price asked was, and also we'll talk a little bit about what I sold. I also just need to say that the prices that I'm going to show you, of course, there is also a buyer's premium and taxes that have to be added to it. So on top of the selling price, the buyer has to pay an extra 20% on top of that. So if something sells for $200, they have to spend an extra $40 in fees and taxes. All right, let's get going. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think below. Here's the first bunch of jewelry I saw. There's some nice pieces in here. Very nice, but things have damage. There's a hair comb, celluloid, but it was missing one of its thingies. Some stuff is newer. That's kind of cute. Cute dragonfly. I don't know, looks like there might be a problem there. I'm not sure what is going on with that pin. Yeah, a kind of a mixed bag. Like there's some plastic beads and stuff. I'm looking for something I can make a profit on, something that is valuable. I definitely don't want to buy anything just for the sake of buying it and looking through it and having fun. I have to, try to make a profit. I love that. That's cool. A couple of metal flowers. Those are both very nice. I love this. Look at the stripes. That's cool, but missing some enameling. Same here, just some wear. I'm seeing a lot of sort of more common things. That's a Napier, I think. I was trying to make it out, but I can see it's upside down, but that does say Napier. And, nothing that's killing me. How about you? What do you think? Pretty nice. I would have liked to have had that lot. I'm sure I could have found something in there. That was one of my favorites. I happen to have just showed you guys the matching brooch to this. That is an Alva Museum reproduction. And I have the brooch, and that was the matching pendant. This cool little Massachusetts pin. And that's a 1928. There's the 1928 swirl on the back. That's a cut steel buckle. Kind of cool. Oh, I love these. Those are great. Glitter lucite or confetti lucite, that's also called. Yeah, some nice stuff. I don't see anything that's rocking my world. And we're going to see what that lot sold for in a second. Definitely a pretty lot. $65 for that whole bunch. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now this lot is a lot nicer. I love that. And I really love that bracelet too with all the different kind of Easter colors. That's very pretty. I'm just taking a look to see if anything is marked. What does that say? Barclay, I think. I think I've seen that before. I'm not sure who that is. That's very pretty. Missing stones. I don't know if you see that. That's pretty too. They kind of look like a Coro. That's beautiful. One thing you always have to keep in mind is whoever is putting this jewelry in is likely also an eBay seller or a dealer of some sort. So you do have to kind of be cautious a little bit. And that one, I can't remember what that one is marked. I think I was trying to make it out. I think I eventually did make it out, or maybe not. Oh yeah, Merino. I don't know who that is. I think I've seen it before though. This is a very nice butterfly. Look how pretty. Look how skinny the body is. I like that one. I can't remember. Oh, Avon, that's right. Yeah, Avon definitely has some pretty things. And those are Whiting and Davis. I could tell by the shape, but I think I'm going to do a more of a close-up so that you can see it. Yep, Whiting and Davis Co. Those are pretty clip-on earrings for sure. I think I might have that same bracelet, believe it or not. or definitely a similar one. Ooh, look at that prettiness. A lot of discolored stones, some missing stones, missing its safety chain. That's an Avon. I have that one. I think every year Avon came out with a different Christmas tree pin, and that was one of the years. I think I have 4 or 5 different years. That's a very cool necklace. Whoa, look at the fringes. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, killer. Absolutely killer. That's a Joe Maz. That's probably worth a bunch right there. That was my favorite thing. I did jump in and bid on some of these lots, but they went too high for me. You know, considering that you have to pay 20% on top of what the price is too. And so I'd have to make all my money back and then some to really, make it worth it, make it worth my while. Pretty lot though, nothing wrong with that lot. That whole lot sold for $100. But the thing is, if I jumped in and bid on that, it probably would have gone higher than 100, right? Because if I said 110, they may have said 120 and so on. Now this is a very beautiful Niello lot. I love Niello wear, I love Niello jewelry. This is very, very pretty. There's a lot of pieces in here. I was bidding on this lot. Niello ware doesn't sell for tons and tons. It is kind of tough to sell, but some of these were very special. Look at the red. There's some yellow, the white, some bracelets. Oh, that's great. I love that green color. Whenever I have these for sale, I mean, I already do have quite a bit of them anyhow, but I always look up what those names are. I think one is like the lightning god or something, or I can't remember, but I know when I sell them, I do look them up. Yeah, I think she's holding lightning or something. Those are pretty though, right? I really did like those very, very much. But this started to get a little bit insane price-wise, I thought. Like I was figuring each of those pieces, I don't know, maybe I could get between $20 and $40 for some of them not. So she's kind of trying to do the math. Oh, I love that green. But some of these had damage too. I don't know if you can see it, but some of these had little losses and stuff to the yellow. That's awesome. That was like a charm bracelet. Wow, there's a lot of jewelry. This is someone's whole collection. I don't even think that one was yellow. That's cool, a heart-shaped one. Very nice, lots of pieces. And there's just a random reverse lucite rose pendant. Ooh, that's a really pretty chunky bracelet. Yeah, I had to drop out. I couldn't keep bidding, but I was for a while. This lot sold for $450. I actually bought these items at this auction, and I think I paid 200 something for this. But I did take some pieces out and I did sell some, and then I saved some also. So I think I did lose a little bit of money. Oh, I meant to pull that one out because I really love the shape of those scarabs. I love scarab bracelets. I love scarab jewelry. I have some earrings, some pins, tons and tons of bracelets. Very disappointed in this price. So I probably lost about $70 or maybe $80 on this. Sold that whole lot for 110. Kind of a bummer, but oh well. This is a big old lot of costume jewelry. You see that green necklace right there, that plastic one with the leaves? That was mine. So I think it's kind of interesting. So somebody bought that lot and then picked out the best stuff and then I guess put stuff back in. There's some great moon glow thermoset. But yeah, somebody must have bought my lot and then decided to reject some of the pieces. There's our Tigua nut jewelry. I've shown you that before. I have some. That's from a tree, a South American tree. It's a nut that's white, and then they slice it into thin slices, and then they dye it. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like corn or something. I don't know what that was. So This was a very, very large lot. 3 trays of jewelry. I don't know about you, but I see a lot of inexpensive plastic stuff. Unless I'm missing something, I don't see, I don't know. I don't see anything great there that I could make money on. I could be missing something. I don't know. But I think this sold for an unreasonable amount. Here's a 3rd tray. This had a lot of watches and stuff. Who knows if they work? Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of jewelry there. Just not sure I'm seeing anything that is outstanding. Nothing sort of exceptional. You know, I don't know. There's a broken thing. That lot sold for $225. Wow, that seems kind of high to me, but so this lot is mine. I love that thing. That was gold, yeah, gold filled. And there was its deadened stone. It looks actually like it fell out, but it was there. Those earrings were perfect, those 2 red earrings, but they got all scratched up somehow at the auction, which is unfortunate. Some pretty things. Those were some awesome earrings. I really like this lot. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's mine. I've been trying to sell lots, box lots of my jewelry at auctions because I have too much. I'm getting overrun. I don't have time. That was missing a stone. That's a shame. That's an incredible antique piece. There's a great celluloid hair comb. Those are, I think, some old Mahjong tiles. A stick pin, a snake bangle. I think there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Some nice rings, too. But yeah, I'm trying to really get rid of some stuff, and that's why and I want to get rid of it like en masse, too. And that's a Marvella. I don't know. I think my lot is, this particular lot is better than some of the others I've seen. Yeah, I got that one not too long ago. I don't think it might be missing a stone or 2. I thought at first it was missing more than it is. Some pretty stuff. There's kind of a nice little pin from the 30s, pot metal. Oh, that's really cute. That was a pin. I think that says 65 on it. I'm going to try to get to the year here, fumbling around. There it is, 65, yeah. Little lobster. Well, I think that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Didn't pay a lot for anything, but I only got $50 for that, a whole lot. That's okay. I don't complain. I get what I get and I don't get upset, as they say. This is a pretty little lot, isn't it? I really like this one. This one's not mine. That's kind of cool. Probably from the 60s. And then we have quite a few crystals and stuff and rhinestones. This was cute. Little unicycle, the wheel went around. I think that's adorable. I just love stuff like that. I think it's so much fun. But yeah, there's a really nice abalone stretchy bracelet. There's another nice stretchy. But this is the one I liked. Isn't that a cool pendant? Wow, look at that. That may have been sterling. I am not sure. It's a weird face. I'm not sure. I didn't see any marks. I was sort of trying to be quick. That's cute. I think that might be a hematite thing. Pretty stuff in this one. But yeah, some pretty stuff, some junky stuff. There's a reverse carved thing. That's got to be sterling and marcasite. Yeah, it's marked right there, 925. All right, so some sterling in that lot, I guess. Oh, this is really cute. I had to put the camera down for a second because I wanted to open it. Yeah, I think that's the Lord's Prayer. I think it was some prayer. Pretty things, definitely pretty things. A lot of jewelry from the 1950s in that lot. That's kind of nice. I personally didn't see a lot of profit in that lot. Sold that one sold for 90. This lot I loved. So I've never heard of this. Veronese, is that how you say that? Veronese? I don't know. So I love that. QVC, I've never heard of that name brand before. But I think that, I mean, it's nice and everything, but this is really nice. I think that necklace is sort of, not unusual enough, but that's a knockout. That one I loved. I couldn't see a name brand on it. That's pretty. That is a Taxco piece. Very, very nice. I love that too. Oh, I love those 1940s pins. There's another yellow piece. That's very cool too. That's an awesome picture. That is a sterling lot, by the way. So I guess that sun pin is also sterling, and those backs must be sterling. That's very, very pretty. Look at that. There's a cute little bracelet. My focus is kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't usually go out of focus like that. Sorry. I think it's because there's jewelry behind it. That's a pretty little thing, but that, wow. I just couldn't find a mark on it. It's probably there. Just don't know who made that one. Really pretty lot. I think I jumped in and bid on this one, but I stopped at some point. That lot sold for 105. Now, this is my stuff. I'm a little bit disappointed because all of that porcelain jewelry, I'm going to show you in a minute, I actually had asked for them to make sure that they separated that. I put that in a different box, but they put that all together. I had quite a collection of that, and that I didn't mean to put in there. That's a Coro. That's beautiful porcelain flower by Coro. Oh well, that's okay. There's some pretty stuff here. Some of you may recognize some of these things from some jewelry jars as of late. Not the porcelain stuff. Well, I guess one of those. There's a Juicy Couture watch that actually works. Had a battery in it and everything. I guess those earrings, those flower earrings were metal, but a lot of those were porcelain. I didn't mean to put those in either. Those are super high quality. Those are awesome. I think I may have paid $1 for those recently at a thrift store. Anyway, didn't pay much for any of those things anyhow. I got $80 for that lot. I thought that was a little weak. Just saying. Okay, these rings are very cool. There's some really, really great stuff here. I was trying to figure out what was in there. I think that was missing something. I think there's supposed to be a stone in that. But some of these rings had some nice age. Like that one maybe looks like it's from the 20s. I love that face one. I love that one too. There's a cinnabar, carved cinnabar. That one's missing a marcasite right in the center. I love that one. That one's super nice. Carved something or other. What is that again? I can't remember. It's not opal, right? That one I don't think is as old as it looks. You know, it's sort of one of those ones that looks like it's ancient, but I think it's Coochie jewelry. Is that what that's called? Very pretty lot, though. And I think those were all sterling. Yeah, it fit me too. Some nice stuff there. $300, though. That's what that whole lot sold for. If it went for less, I could have won that one, but couldn't really see making that much of a profit. And you know what else? I really don't need a project right now. I'm trying to get rid of stuff because I have so much. And the one kind of thing in life that I'm lacking, well, besides room to put my stuff because I have a small house, is time. I work. This isn't what I do full time. So time is not my friend. So when I buy a lot, I really do need to make sure that I'm going to make a bunch of money on it. And hopefully not have anything that's going to take a long time to sell either. I really need to do quick flips, kind of, get them out, get them in the mail. There's some pretty stuff in here, I think. That looks like a little bit of carved ivory, I guess, a little scrimshaw. Some pretty stuff, some, not super great. That one is missing a stone, right? Did you see that? Some broken things. I think some of these may have been sterling. Oh, that dogwood flower definitely is. I have that already. I think that's a Coro. Not sure. All right, that whole lot sold for 120. I think that's a little high too. All right, back to our Niello stuff. So this lot is much smaller, but they took the best stuff and put it in this smaller lot. Look at that. Wow. That's an awesome, awesome bracelet. I was bidding on this lot, but look, there's some loss. See the loss? That's a problem. That's a problem. Very lovely though. Especially if, if I collected this stuff and I was going to wear all of this, that would have been a different thing. So nice. Somebody must have collected this their whole life. This took somebody a long, long time between this tray and the other tray, the larger tray that sold for $4.50. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Fantastic. And like I said, most of those are silver. Oh, look at that bright, bright red leaf. That's cool too. Look at the thimble. Very interesting lot. That lot sold for $2.40. Here are some beautiful 1950s bracelets. Wow, you could go blind looking at these. Check that out. Lots and lots of glitz in that lot. I already have a lot of bracelets like that for sure. I'm sure some of those have dead stones and everything else. Pretty nice. So see the prices. So somebody had those in their booth or whatever. That lot sold for $2.20. It's kind of high for that, I think. But that's only me. Everybody's different. And somebody may just have wanted them to wear. I don't know. That one's missing a stone. Very pretty though. More pretty stuff. Yeah, some not high quality stuff. And that's a Disney thing. I guess it was Mary Poppins, right? That must be like the same person from that other lot because that's a very similar earring. And, oh, Sarah Cove. I didn't recognize those as Sarah. Most people probably do, but I didn't. Yeah, what do you think? Kind of a mixed bag, right? That's a shoehorn, I think, and a comb. They snap together somehow. Kind of fun. That was definitely a newer piece. Some of these are just newer. Not that that is bad, but there's an oldie. That one's probably from the 30s or the 40s. Cute. Very cute mermaid. What else? It looks like an Anne Klein thing. Probably not, but... Oh, I love that. I love white jewelry, and I love those pastels. I think that's a very nice combo. Hey, someone's stealing my my vibe. A little porcelain flower. That one looked like a Trifari possibly, but I didn't see a signature on it. Still looking, but yeah, I didn't see it. Trying to find the magical piece. Didn't see any magic. That looks like that's missing some stuff. And here's some belt things. Yeah. Those are cool. I was trying to see if some of those were mine. I sold all of mine a couple of weeks ago. I got $10 for all of them. I probably had 80 of them from the 1920s. Anyway, that lot sold for $65. This lot is mine. Yeah, this lot is mine. So a lot of these came from some recent jewelry jars. If you've been following along, you will recognize some of these pieces. Okay, this made me disappointed also because I had a whole lot of Disney watches and I said, please make sure you separate, I bagged everything up and I said, please keep things the way I put them. But they took all these vintage Disney watches and put it in with this jewelry lot, which I personally think is a mistake. I think watch people and Disney watch people are maybe a different type of person or different people from jewelry people. So that was disappointing. And some of these had age on them too. So unfortunately, those were all mixed in. That one was mine when I was a kid, by the way, that Minnie Mouse. I remember that. It's really wrecked. But yeah, okay, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Not a lot of super great jewelry in there anyhow, but those watches I really was hoping to get some real money for. But all right, they botched that one up. What can I say? That was really cute. That was a little Timex thing. That probably had value just alone. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see what I got. Oh, Lordy, $40. No. Oh, well. And this, okay. Check these out. I had gotten all these recently. I think I paid 15 or 20 for all of them. You see, those all sold for $10 each. Those were all brand new. The name brand is Bella Ryan. Look, $15 for all of those. Oh my. Now this lot is not mine. I think these are gold filled. And this went for, oh, that's lovely. This lot went for more money than I feel it should have. I mean, well, it was more than I would have paid, but I shouldn't say it should have. I mean, that's very nice. That's in very nice condition also. Some cute little stuff. Very cute. That's nice and old. That's nice. I don't know. I don't really see any big money makers there personally for me. But maybe people, sell different things than me. Maybe somebody could sell that stuff for a lot of money. I know for sure I can't. I can't. Not those. Maybe for a little money. It's a cool watch band. I have a lot of gold filled jewelry. I'm going to try that out and see if I can get some real money if I give them a whole bag of it. Let's see what this lot sold for. I don't remember. 160. Okay. All right. This lot I love because of that necklace. I love that necklace. I love the pink. It's in its box, and that's gold filled on sterling. There's a couple scarab bracelets, and I guess, was that a piece of jade? Yeah, there's some nice old stuff in there. A little cameo bracelet, not old. Some fun stuff. And I did want it. I really did want that necklace. But I don't want to, buy jewelry just to buy it. I don't want to lose money. I did love that though. That little lot sold for $225. Wowzer. All right, we're going to get away from the jewelry. That's it for the jewelry for that auction. Those are mine. Those are monkey, hand-carved monkey lights. There's a pair of them. They're really large. And you see they're like yeah, they're lights or whatever, but they have the thing that looks like a candle. So I don't know yet what I sold those for. I'm not going to know until I get the check next week. I left after the jewelry. There's some cool old stuff, some mustache mugs, and then I think there's also some shaving mugs there. Do you know what that is? That's to crimp your pie shell, your pie crust when it's raw. A little black bird. They had some neat stuff. I like those lions. This is mine. That's a John Lennon decanter. I have the original box for that. My parents bought me that in the 80s. So here's somebody's butterfly collection. I don't know a thing about these. And yeah, they make me sad because somebody, I guess, murdered them. Oh, those are cool little eggs. Oh, murdered those too. A long time ago, though. Pretty interesting. This always reminds me of Gilligan's Island, the Pussycat Swallowtail. Anybody remember that episode? Wow, somebody really knew what they were talking about here with their butterflies. Don't know what those sold for. I know people do collect that kind of stuff. Look at those. You see how it looks like there's eyes on their wings? That's to scare off predators on some of those. They do look like eyes. But look at that green one. That sort of seafoam green. Interesting. Interesting, but sad. Some Toby mugs. I always see those at auctions. Here's some great old photographs. Oh, I love old photos. Wow. There's a beautiful bride coming up. Oh, someone getting communion, I guess. Look at this. Wow. 1920s. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I had bought a collection of those probably 30 years ago now, that I sold for a lot of money in the day. They were all old bride pictures like that. Oh, look at this. That was a whole table of Grateful Dead posters, which I am not knowledgeable enough about. I have that book, the Beatles one. Very interesting, different ages, varying conditions also. But I didn't want to buy them because, as I said, I don't have time. And also, I don't want to get out of my lane too far. I really don't know what the value is on stuff like that. I'd have to like look it all up. That's kind of a newer Grateful Dead poster. I'm sure those had value. Wow, look at all those. Popular Mechanics, Popular Science. Those are so cool. I love the artwork on the covers. Very interesting. Some cool electronics. Look at this. I love that TIAC. That's an awesome radio. Something very space age about it, right? And here's an old accordion. Look at that. My grandma wanted me to play accordion when I was a kid. And I remember actually going to the music store and putting an accordion in my hands. I think I was 4 or 5, and I was too little, even for a smaller accordion. I couldn't hold it. So I ended up not playing the accordion. My grandma was disappointed, but instead I played the piano. Started out on organ actually, and then graduated to the piano. And I took lessons from many, many years, starting when I was 6 or 7. In those years, you couldn't take lessons on an instrument until you could read. It's different nowadays, but that's how it was then. So I couldn't. How old are you when you read? 7, I guess, right? So that's when I started taking lessons. And then I studied it in college also. Yeah, I should be better than I am, but I'm okay, I guess. So here's some old dental equipment. I actually have sold old dental equipment before. I've run into it a couple of times at estate sales. And this kind of all gives me the willies. Oh, the drill bits. But you could see if somebody was a dentist, had a dental practice, this would be very cool to put on a shelf. These old things, yikes. That's kind of cool. I don't know how old that is. That might be from the 50s or 60s or newer, not sure. But this is neat. I guess that's for a dental school. And some of those were loose, but I pull one out here. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Don't know what it sold for. It didn't stay that long. Now here is another auction. This is my lot also. You might recognize some of these pieces. I sold this whole lot for $15. Oh no. That's okay. Oh, I love that Cinderella carriage. Those wheels turned. I don't know why I put that one in there. I kind of wanted to keep that one. Yikes. Okay, that lot is mine also. I think that lot sold for 15 or 10. Yeah, not getting the big money here. And I didn't decide like to group them like this. The auction did. So there's a little like frog bracelet. It's kind of cute. This lot is not my lot. Yeah, this isn't mine. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. That's not my Band-Aid, though. That is my lot. I think I got $10 for that whole huge box, too. This is my lot also. I got $10 for that lot also. Oh, I love that one. That one might have been sterling. That ring was sterling. That's mine, too. That light co-pilot. Trying to lighten my load, trying to get rid of stuff. That was mine too. I think I got $10 for that Gemmy animated motionette. Those were my vintage matchbooks. There were several hundred of them. I'm not sure what I got for those yet. I left before those came up for bid. Slide rules. Yeah, people collect slide rules. That's my rat terrier mailbox, all hand painted. I got that at an estate sale over the summer where I got some yarn and some dolls. There are some Volvo hubcaps. Those are mine. This is not mine. And this is not mine. So I'm going to take a look, see if I can make a big profit. I think that whole jewelry box sold for 10 with the jewelry box. It was snowing last night, and I think that really hurt the attendance of this auction. Because of course, there's a snowstorm the night I put my stuff in there, typical, right? But that's okay. I didn't pay much for the jewelry that I have been selling, so it's all profit. And I'm really happy to be making room and to just sort of decluttering my life a little bit. Look at the 1950s fashions in here. Aren't they pretty? Oh, look at her. Look at that bright red lipstick. Really bright red in those days. Oh, look at her necklace. Elsie, what does that say? 55, I think. Elsie 55. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Look how styles have changed. Oh, somebody kept that for a lot of years. Very pretty girls. Look how young. I feel like teenagers these days don't look super young like that, But they really looked very young. It was probably, 12th grade pictures also. Look like little kids. I love old photos. Oh, this is interesting. Isn't she pretty? It's like a little bit out of focus. What a nice smile. Jewels. I always have to look at their jewelry. I think that whole box of photos sold for 10. I was tempted, but I couldn't. Oh, I bet you that was a great day. Look at that. Right out of the 50s. Dot, me, and Dot? Was there two dots? That's an old-fashioned name, right? I don't know if I've ever met a Dot. Those are mine. That Rickenbacker and that Hofner, those are actually valuable PlayStation things. And that's also my rocking horse. The doll and the rocking horse. Bradley's $100. I left. I probably got $5 for it or something. But that's okay. Got it at a yard sale for not a lot of money. And that one was definitely big, taking up a lot of space. So this lot isn't mine. I'm going to take a look. That is a screaming 70s thing. Or 60s, maybe. ELG, I think that said. I don't know who that company is. Oh boy, that needs some help. Cheryl, little poodle, real fur. That's cute. There's also a brownie pin there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little brownie pin. I was a brownie. There's a little fake damascene butterfly. That's like Toledo ware. That's not the real deal. That's a much more inexpensive process. Still pretty though. I like fake damascene. Some cute little stuff, little glass items. That's mine, that slave bracelet. And those military things are also mine. I think I was getting like $5 a box for those, so that's not great. There's some great old games. I remember Tiddlywinks. I remember Spirograph. I love Spirograph. The other ones, I don't know. The nameplate machine. Oh, that seems cool. I haven't heard of any of those other ones. They had a lot of guy stuff, like a lot of metal cars and BB guns and yeah, Hot Wheels. My brother used to have Hot Wheels. He had the thing that did the loop-de-loop thing and all of that. The Poppity Corn Popper Pizza Cheese Barbecue. It's cute. Cute graphics. I remember those miniature pool tables. Oh, those are some paint by numbers, I think. Oh, wait, those. But those. Those are fantastic. Super cool. Those aren't paint by numbers, those other things are. There's some disco cases. Those were actually full of 45s. I either have a lot of disco cases or I sold them. I can't remember. But I did have a lot of them. That's kind of a groovy book. I could tell it was a religious book. I'm just turning it over to just see what it's about. That's a nice little book. Great graphics. Love the graphics. Oh, look at this awesome cat. Whoa, diamond eyes. Freaky. Some cute stuff. Some more Toby mugs. Here's a mystery bag of jewelry. Oh, there's my mom showing me those, but I'm like, hey, it's all chipped up though. That is pretty. But yeah, let me take a look at this bag. Yeah, I don't know. Like if I'm in a thrift store and I see a bag like that, maybe, but in an auction setting, I just have to kind of think that somebody just put their junk in there and sold the good stuff already. Could be wrong. Those shoes were giant. They looked like clown shoes. That's how big they were. I mean, they weren't, but somebody had big feet, or as my grandma used to say, cadiddly hoppers. Is that what she used to call big shoes or shoes or feet? I can't remember. Okay, so this whole jewelry box, including the jewelry box, sold for 10, I think, or maybe even 5. I like those earrings, but that was the only one I saw. That's cool. Wood. Anything I can sell? Negative. It's kind of cool. If I had like yard sales or garage sales, some of this stuff would probably be worth it because I could sell everything for $1 and make money. Oh, that's interesting. Dallas cologne from the TV show, of course. Well, inspired by the TV show. Old christening set. That's very cute. Some old gloves. Those were really heavy. I don't know if those were door stoppers or something. I love that. Look, it's like a place to put your keys, but his head was broken. I'm going to pick up that magic 8 ball. I asked the magic 8 ball if I was going to find good jewelry, and it did that. It didn't have an answer. Sometimes those would break. Did you used to have a magic 8 ball? I did. Here's some cool old Christmas stuff. Oh, how fun. Really great 1960s stuff. That's really nice, but it's broken. See, the star on the head is, oh, and it's broken there also. Really cute, though. Very, cheap. Kind of Woolworths kind of stuff. But they have some value. Those weren't really in great condition, but if I bought those, I probably could have made a little bit of money. Not enough, not enough to go through all the work. Oh, this is crazy. A Timex Sinclair. That is a quite early computer. Wow, somebody could have like wiped it off a little bit. I remember these. My brother, that was a joystick right there. My brother was very early on the computers. I remember those cassette games and all that. Whoa, scary clown. This whole box of old dolls sold for $5. This is no very, not a lot of very expensive stuff, as you can tell, but fun stuff. And I've made money here for sure. I've made a lot of money here at this auction. Just not this time. Just not this time. That was neat. I don't know what that is. A Tonka Indians, this van, and then it was full of stuff. There's Dawn. Who had a Dawn doll? I did. Anyone else a 70s kid? I love Dawn. She was a fashion model. Look at that great outfit. Fringy vest. That's a great outfit too. That was a fun little lot, I thought. I don't think Dawn sells for what she used to. I've sold her many times in the past. I think I'm trying to open that up. Yeah, look at that. Coat hangers and shoes and purses and stuff. Here's some antique glass slides. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. It's really cool. We actually have a whole box of these somewhere. I have to pull those out and sell them. But they didn't sell for much at the auction, so I don't know if I'd sell them at the auction. Put that in Old Parade. Some nice old photos, hand tinted. That's interesting. Like, take a picture of a kid from like walking. It's kind of weird that it didn't have his face. Very fun salt and pepper shakers. Look at that one. That one doesn't look that old, right? Some of them are. Look at that. In the doghouse. Salt and pepper, so cute. Cat and the ball of yarn. I'm salt, I'm mustard. Not pepper, mustard, yes? You could put mustard in there indeed. Very fun. Here's some antique tin photos. I love tin types. Those fashions. Not in fantastic shape, though. Look at the hats, straw hats. That one's really not great. Something's going on there. Those sold for a little bit, you know. Those weren't super cheap. That didn't go cheap either. That was a neat piece. I guess it's a car radio, but it's portable, so you could take it out. I think that's what that is. And what is this again? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's the wax seal. My sister used to have one of those. You melt the thing and then put it on the letter and then you press it down, if that makes sense. That's something that's been done for many, many hundreds of years. Who knows if that sold for anything, you know, on eBay or whatever, or who knows if it's real. Oh, white shoulders. That's what my grandmother used to wear. My grandmother was a white shoulders person. Wow, I wonder what was in that envelope. It said $799. I don't know. This slide they sold separately because it was a horse and buggy, but I don't think they got much for it. I can't remember. Oh, look at this lamp. Look at this lamp. Come on. First of all, it's a floor lamp. Can you see how giant it is? Oh, if I had the room for that lamp. I mean, it's really like for a man cave though, right? It's a very masculine lamp, but I loved it. Here's an old stiff elephant. And there's the tag in his ear. It did have the, see it, the metal thing in its ear. I can't remember what that sold for, like 75 or something. That's so funny because I actually have one of these and I was just showing my mother in the basement the other day. I'm like, look at this weird thing. It's like a celluloid toy and then he goes across the tight wire. It's just kind of funny that then I saw one after I had just been talking about it. That's interesting. That looks all hand done, right? Well, we are getting down to the very end of the video. I'd like to thank you for sticking around, and I hope you enjoy taking a stroll around two separate auctions with me. Always interesting to look at old stuff, I think. There's an old Bible that was really heavy, like crazy heavy. It was really big. It didn't sell for that much. Old family Bible. Very nice though. So there were a lot of like BB guns and stuff, and a lot of gun stuff, but not guns, if that makes sense. Hey, that's mine. That was my Star Wars clock. Some old GI Joes. That other one has the flock tear. Look at this. What was that about? Like disco, disco GI Joe is like a metallic silver thing. Some plastic toy guns. Oh, look at this awesome, like 1950s metal dollhouse. Oh, I loved that. I mean, I couldn't buy it because, how on earth would I ship it? But it was also full of furniture. These were pretty cool. I've actually sold Johnny West before. I think this is by Marks, right? Marx, I think. Yeah, Marks, there it is. All in their boxes. It was kind of cool. 3 pieces. That was new and sealed. Bachman train. That's definitely stolen. Someone definitely stole that. And this was absolutely beautiful. This is an old symphonian. It came with a whole stack of those things, like, like the music box things. That sold for close to $1,000, I think. Well, that's it for this time around. Thanks again so much for coming, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know below what you liked, and I will definitely catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.